Hi guys, it's Tia at B5 Designs, and today I want to share with you my silk lollipop flowers that I've been working on the last couple of weekends. I don't get to always spend as much time crafting as I would like to, so sometimes it takes me a while to do things. What I start out with, well, first of all, let me show you what one of them looks like. And this is just a plain completed one. I haven't added any other feathers or anything to it. I decided I wanted to wait on doing that so that I can just kind of pick that stuff as I go to use these on cards or mini albums, or I do make barrettes with them too. And then I also make a smaller version, and yeah, kind of see how much smaller that is compared to the normal regular size, and I just use less of the silk circles when I do that. So what you start with is I have the sizzix Big Kick, and so I use circles number 2 die cut. So you get 4 different sizes of circles. So when I go to make the flowers, I use 2 of the large, 2 of the second size, 1 of the third size, and 1 of the smallest size. Then you're going to also need your candle lighter to heat up the silk. And then you're going to want, for the centers of your flowers, you can use cabochons. I also use pearls. I use rhinestones. And today I picked up some spare parts brads, and they're kind of pearlesque in the middle, or pearly in the middle. So that's what I will probably use on this one. And then if you want, you can add the feathers to the back, and I'll show you that at the end. Or you can do leaves. These are mulberry paper leaves that I got. And you can spray these with glimmer mist too, which I have one that I made, but I didn't put glimmer mist on it. I got stuff falling all over the place here. So this is, I think it looks like a watermelon, so it's a watermelon pink silk flower, and I did go ahead and burn the first one. So like I said, you're going to have 2 of the large size, so this is what you start out with, and then as you heat it up, it will curl, and it'll end up like this, a petal. So that is going to be my outer one. And then you use 2 of the second size circle, 1 of the third size circle, and 1 of the very smaller size circle. Now if you were going to make the smaller size one, what I do is I use 1 of the second size circle, but I curl it up really good. I heat it and curl it really good. Just because I want a full flower. And then I use 2 of this third size circle, and then I just use 1 of the smaller circles. And you know, as you get doing this stuff and playing with it, you'll learn that you can vary things to the way that you want. And some of you that have been doing this a while know that. And there are other videos on the lollipop flowers out there on YouTube. I think I'm running low on fluid on that one, so get a different one. That's where I learned. I actually had watched a video about a year ago, and these silk lollipop flowers are the first thing that I ever tried to make, I guess, after watching a video, and I was really pleased. You know, I always think that I can't do this stuff, and then I get doing it, and they turn out good for me. I'm happy with them. So then I'm going to stack that second one right inside of there. Then I'll go on to the second circle. My son is out in the living room listening to his music, probably playing whatever our game system is. I don't know what it's called. And listening to music, and it's really super loud, so you guys might be hearing some of that. I even have the door closed and I can hear them. And then stack that one in there. And this is, again, the second sized circle, but it's my second one because I used 2 of them. And if you get going and you still seems like it's maybe too big, then you can always go back and burn it again. This one I might end up using as the outer one. Let's see here. That actually kind of fits inside of that one a little bit better, because I want these to have really good petals. Okay, so now I'm on to the third size circle, and I only use 1 of those. I hope you guys can see how I'm doing this and that my hand isn't in the way. I apologize if it is. You really just want to kind of get up underneath of the silk and heat it, and that's what makes it curl. And then also, I don't know if you can tell how around the where it's been heated and kind of burned a little bit, it discolors the fabric to like a darker shade, so it really makes it really look like a nice aged, flower that would be growing in your garden. Every petal's different. Every flower's different, just like in your garden. And this is my last one, and it's also the smallest circle. And when I first started making these, I was always so afraid I was going to burn myself. So you can use tweezers to hold the fabric if you like. So then there's that little tiny one. Oopsie. And I just put it in there, and then I decide, well, am I happy with how it's all curling and everything? And I am. So then I take it out and leave it in the order in which, of course I screwed that up, in which I'm going to glue them in. So there's that outside piece, and then I just do a big circle of hot glue around the outside, and then just really kind of squish it in there, and then go, and you just keep stacking, gluing and stacking. So you want to make sure that the hot glue gun dries really fast, or sticks really fast, so you want to make sure that you know exactly how you want to lay it in there, so that, because once it's down, it's down. Just keep squishing it down in there. And just about done with this part of it. I think you guys can probably see what I'm doing. I hope I'm improving on my videos. It's the only third one I've done. Owie! Got a little hot glue gun on me. Hot glue. And there's the last one. Now I have the glue string right there. So there's the flower after it's all glued down, and I'm going to go ahead and use the spare parts pearls, brads. I suppose you could use the bigger one. Might be a little big, so I'm not gonna. But what I do, because it's a brad, is and I got these at Hobby Lobby. I actually what am I trying to say? Clip the post off is what I'm trying to say. I'm doing it, but I can't say it. And that works out really good. And then just kind of squish it down because you are going to have a little bit of a stump left. And then just put a little, gosh, my lighting is, owie, bad for me, but if I turn my big light on, then it gets too much glare on the video. So then I just put the little pearl in there. And that is the Silk Lollipop flower. And I'm sorry, I just kicked my tripod. So at this point you would decide if you, like on this teal one, I used a couple of feathers, and I used a little rhinestone in the middle, and then some gold ribbon. So you're going to decide what you want to do. This pink one, I used a ivory cabochon and 3 feathers, and I actually glued it onto, I cut some large circles out of lace and put that on there, and then I cut some medium circles out of cardboard or chipboard, whichever you want to use, and that gives it a really sturdy background. And you can spray the lace with glitter mist. So there is that version. And let's see, I have a green one here where I just did one flower on it. I like the flower look. It makes it look Victorian, I think. And then I have just a plain one that I haven't done anything with because I thought I would wait until I know what I'm going to use it for. And this yellow one, I just love it. I used a little pearl brad in the middle, and then I used those, I think I showed these to you already, the mulberry leaves that I had picked up at Michael's, and you could spray those with glimmer mist too. And a couple weeks ago I made barrettes for my great nieces, and I already had the flowers made up without feathers or anything. Well, I had some with feathers and some without, and I went ahead on the ones without and sprayed glimmer mist on them, and they turned out really, really cute. Unfortunately, I did not do a video of that. So here is just all the different flowers that I've made. I have a ton of them, but I'll use them throughout the year, and I'll probably end up making, well, I know I'm going to make more because I have a blue album that I'm using blues and browns in that I'm making for my niece, and so I want to make some blue lollipop flowers. And this is a smaller version, and again I just use less, and that kind of gives you a size comparison. I just use less of the circles when I do those, and then this one I put a kind of a hot pink cabochon in the middle. So there is my version of the Silk Lollipop Flowers, and thank you so much for stopping by today and watching my video, and I hope that you guys all have a great weekend, and hopefully this will get you excited for spring and to make some of your own Silk Lollipop flowers. If you have any questions, you can post it below the video, or if you need